Everybody
that's one of your
knows
dudes.
that I love Howard Stern.
He tells it like
Let me tell you why I like Howard Stern. I don't like nasty Howard Stern. Well,
I know. I don't either. I don't either. Yeah.
I ignore that Howard Stern.
Yeah, get a little vulgar.
But Howard, I like Howard because Howard's not an a-hole when he gets off of the camp. He's not an a-hole in real life.
Okay.
Family man.
He was friends with Comeover, wasn't he?
Well, Comeover, no, yeah, they were
kind of buddies.
Well, that's why he says Comeover is lying about who he is. But his best friend, Ralph, if any of you are a part of the Stern Network, you know Ralph. He died. And so Howard, it was very sad. And Howard opened up his show and talked about it.
I'll tell you why, and many of you might know this. Be prepared to have your head brought down by me today. Because I don't even know where to begin with this horrible story and how sad I am. But my dear, dear friend, Ralph, of course, who calls into the show all the time, and Ralph, who has been at my side for so many years, has died. And I tell you, it's going to be difficult for me to get through this eulogy, this obituary, if you will. But I just have been so sad and so angry. And I think this is the toughest part of loving someone when you lose them. And Lord knows I loved Ralph. And the reason, over the years, so many of you who listen to the show, and I know this is a shock to many fans out there who either follow Ralph on Instagram or, have just listened to the show, and Ralph's been part of the show, and Ralph, some people hated him, some people loved him, and that's what makes good radio. That's why I always loved when Ralph would call in. But aside from on the air, I've been friends with Ralph. I'm bad with math, and I'm bad with years and remembering, but I know when Ralph graduated high school, I was on the radio at WNBC. So I've probably been friends with Ralph for maybe 40 years, something like that, or 35 years, some ridiculous number like that. And
he was 58. So
I was 40.
I still am. I'm experiencing great sadness and great anger because Ralph, his kryptonite was he didn't take care of himself. And a lot of that pressure fell on me. A couple of years ago, I had begged Ralph. I said, Ralph, you have to have health insurance. And he was playing a game of Russian roulette. He was not getting himself his health insurance. And I did everything I could to convince him, including, well, I won't go into it, but Ralph did eventually get health insurance.
So he ended up dying. He never told why he died or how he died, I mean. I'm thinking he said it was something that could have been prevented if he had gone to the doctor. So I say all of this to say, number one, I wanted to let everybody know that if you are a Howard Stern fan, that Ralph had passed away, in case you didn't know already. But number two, you really should go to the doctor.
Some people don't. They're scared.
Because if it's something that can be preventable, imagine dying from something that could have been preventable if you would have gone to the doctor. Now, this is what I tell my mother all the time, and she keeps getting this confused. Just because you go to the doctor, it doesn't mean you have to listen to what he says.
Right. He's given a suggestion on his medical professional opinion.
Or her medical
professional opinion on what he sees or she sees.
Yeah.
And then you make the decision.
And isn't it nice when you're praying to know exactly what you're praying for? You go to the doctor and they say you have cancer. It's up to you whether you want to go through the whole treatment and stuff. But at least if you're praying for healing, you can say, Lord, heal me from lung cancer.
Right.
Heal me from colon cancer, breast cancer. I don't understand for the life of me why Christians don't go to the doctor.
Some of them don't have insurance. So it's a lot of money.
I'm saying if you have insurance.
Let's say you have insurance. We've known some people. I know one person.
Even without insurance, you can still go to the doctor.
You can go to the clinic. I know one person that found out that they had cancer and they refused treatment.
Exactly.
And that was their choice. I think, what's her name's husband from Atlanta Housewives?
In the beginning, he did.
In the beginning, he did the
he wanted to do a holistic
way.
And then it got worse. And then he had to do the traditional.
Yes. So you have a choice Well, how you want to? My doctor today, she said I needed certain shots. And I said,
Oh, that's right. You did go to the doctor.
I went to the doctor today. Am I doing my annual?
Oh, she wanted to give vaccine shots.
No, it wasn't a vaccine. It was some other shots. For some reason, I have to really take that slow.
Okay.
But other shots, and I said, do I have to, doctor? She said, no. She said, think about it. She said, you don't have to do it. If it's up to you.
Trying to do her voice.
I like her voice. She said, it's up to you. So she said, it's my choice.
Exactly.
She said what she felt I needed. And I said, okay, I'll think about it.
That's
of course, I went home and went.
And that's why I think if you have any ailment or whatever, just go to the doctor.
This man is making money, though, on this show with Howard.
Ralph could go. Yeah.
There's no reason why any entertainer, any athlete that's making big bucks, athletes have to because they have to stay healthy for their sport. But even after you retire, you have money. I'm sure you have insurance. There's no reason.
Like my mom right now. Mm-hmm. Oh, I got this thing growing right here on the side.
It's going
I'm praying
down,
over it. It's going down.
And that's her right to pray.
That's fine.
That's her right to pray over that.
But it's nothing wrong with getting the x-ray to see what it is.
It's her right to say no.
Right. No, I'm saying go to the doctor.
You can't make people go to the doctor.
Yeah.
I know one person that I do listen to ministry-wise. You guys may have heard of him, Andrew Womack. He doesn't do doctors.
Right.
And I remember him sharing when he came to one of the ministries, we were there,
mm-hmm.
and my mom and I was sitting in the audience, and he was sharing his testimony. He had a real bad flu. It was something that made him where he had to crawl around the house. And he was praying through it. And I was like, okay, that's your faith. That's good. And that until it broke, whatever it was, and it broke, he claimed the healing of God. That's what he kept saying. By your stripes, I'm healed. And whatever scriptures he quoted, healing scriptures. And I get it. That's his faith journey. Right. That's his faith walk. And I didn't want to criticize him, and he shouldn't criticize anyone else who does go to a doctor.
But sometimes, in my opinion,
mm-hmm.
your faith is good or whatever. But sometimes I feel you need to go for other people because that's not fair to the people that's in your family. If your child was sick and you wanted to take your child to the doctor, what if the child said, no, I don't want to go to the doctor? You'll say, no, you're going to the doctor because you're my child. You're under my care. Mm-hmm. So you're going to go to the doctor, whether the child wants to go or not. Mm-hmm. And you can sometimes have faith for yourself, but other people may not be like, I just still want to know.
Yeah.
So like, even like now with mama coughing, if she keep coughing every day, she going because the last
and brought it
and
home
it
to
got
everybody.
worse and their lungs swollen up. She had to go on it. So we're not doing that. You gotta have faith. God bless you. Mm-hmm. Look at her. She said she ain't coughing that much now.
That was an episode with Law and Order that I watched where the family did not believe in doctors.
Right.
That was their religion.
Oh, that's true.
And the daughter, she wanted to go because she saw her friends went and she wasn't feeling well.
Did she die?
Yeah, she ended up dying. She had a very, very heavy fever.
Yeah.
And the police, some neighbor called the cops on this family. They came to the door. Man, we just need to see your daughter. Man, we've been told, we've been called. They went to see her. She was hot and really sweaty.
Yep.
And they had to take her to the hospital. She unfortunately passed away.
The last time.
The family was held accountable for her death.
The last time my mom didn't want to go, remember she was leaning and, I believe
falling
God
over.
God gonna heal. And my friend, he was here. He said, "You, Miss Woods, you really should go." And she didn't want to listen to nobody. I told her I was going to call the police on her and have them take
She got scared.
So she had no choice but to go.
Yeah.
Finds out, didn't you, Ma? Found out she had to have a blood transfusion.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So just, if you don't want to go for you, go for the people in your family that's concerned about you.
Mm-hmm. But then you got to understand, some families are even together on.
That's true.
If you don't want to go, we'll all believe God for your total healing.
That's true.
So,
all right, here, Daddy said, I don't want to catch pneumonia and I don't want to catch COVID.
Yes.
The two things that he caught
in the hospital. Who catches COVID in the hospital?
Thank you.
My goodness.
He kept saying he
didn't want to.
So we should have listened to him.
Oh, Lord.
But it just depends.
Okay.
All right.
She's giving you the
I'm looking at it now.
Mm-hmm.
Darla says, Kathy Bates, you was thinking of a woman.
Yeah, Kathy Bates.
Emerald says, it's sad when our icons and personalities that have been a part of our lives passes away. And Justice, she must be talking about Norman Lear. And Justice for All says a half a tablespoon of cloves. Boil it, okay? After about 5 minutes, add cinnamon stick.
How much water though?
Is it 1 cup? It's probably 1 cup,
Is it
right?
2 cups of water? 1 cup of water?
You can eat a slice of lemon or add the juice of half a lemon. Okay. It's just what does that say? Important to add some vitamin C. So it's more important to have the vitamin
How
C.
much water, Justice?
So how much are you saying? A half a tablespoon per cup of water.
Per cup.
So that's what we
Maybe.
asked.
Okay.
All right.
So
So that's
Howard.
it. So
he
yeah.
would really be sad if what's her name passes.
Who?
Howard. Her name?
Oh, Robin?
Yeah,
oh,
Robin.
Yeah, it's over.
They've been together since the beginning,
yeah,
right?
it's over.
Yeah.
All right, Taylor Swift. Taylor
They
Swift
talked about her on The View today.
is named